I want to see what sort of shit they're pulling, and they fucking hate that. But I always do it because I can't help it. It's just like your window is right in front of me. Why don't I just have it peep in? And just, you know what I mean? So they fucking hate that with a passion, and they use that against me once they get out of their car and they say, "You didn't obey my orders," and it's just like, it's just like, it's so hard to constrain my emotions. It's like I really want to fucking headbutt them. Like, I'm looking at their skull and just thinking, you are nothing. Like I could just headbutt you and scatter your skull into little pieces if I wanted to, but I won't do it because I'll get taken back to the police jury. And
Can I ask? I got a little lost there. Are you biking like a motorbike or just a regular bicycle?
No, just a regular bicycle.
That's not allowed?
No, that's not. Like you're allowed to ride a regular bicycle, but you gotta follow the road rules in the sense that you gotta turn at the right time, or you gotta like have indicators on your bicycle.
Oh, I see. I don't even know actually there's any bike rules here. There probably are, I just don't know it.
Like, I get that they're just doing their job, but the cultural attitudes, like, they make me white hot. Like, they make me so white hot to the sense that I'm ready to just fucking headbutt them.
No, I think would be a very good way of venting is boxing with a kangaroo. I feel like that would be a good means of venting anger.
Yeah.
I've seen some videos of a kangaroo. They look jacked, man. It's scary.
Yeah, sorry if I'm being full on here, but I can't help just like express what I feel.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm not going to deny that. Like, I maybe seem like some crazy dude, but it's just what I feel when I get pulled up like that. I just can't fucking help it. Like, it's just that, like, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, though, and it's that incentive of giving them the benefit of the doubt that makes me more angry, because when I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, I say, okay, maybe you've just been brought up in these cultural attitudes, and maybe you're just, like, pre-programmed to talk to people like this. Maybe I shouldn't look at you in such a horrific way, but they seem so hell-bent on just exploiting your values.
Could be that they're just a little power, what's the word, crazy, or that's not the right word.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
It goes through your head.
dumb shit. It's really dumb shit. It's just really dumb human shit. That I don't know. Maybe I'm really dumb too, for, like, letting it get to me. I think I am actually dumb. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that. Like, I'm probably really dumb for letting this shit get to me, but it just does get to me, and I can't help it.
I don't think that would make anyone less intelligent if something like that would upset them.
I think it would, though, because I could have just said, okay, yeah, fair enough, and I could have just left the situation. But instead, I feel provoked to challenge challenge what, like, for example, when he pulled me up, he's saying to me, "You're a threat to society." That's what he said to me. He said, "You're a threat to society because you're not wearing a helmet." And I said, "Okay, so what part of a lack of head protection makes me a threat to society?"
Yeah.
And then he said to me, "Don't get chick with me. Turn around, put your bike on the corner. Stop looking in my car." He's like, "Get back off the footpath," and he started demanding me and like pointing the finger at me, and I was just like, "You're the one that said I'm a threat to society. So if you're gonna make that claim, surely you should be able to back it up." And then he just lost the plot. Had an amygdala hijack, and he's just like getting right up in my face, like this far away from my eyes, and I'm just like staring him down, like, "I fucking want to headbutt you."
Well, yeah, if someone comes at you like that, it's pretty hostile.
But like, why make the claim? Why make the claim that I'm a threat to society for not wearing a helmet? Like, surely he should be able to back up that claim. When all I did was simply ask. I said, "Okay, how am I a threat to society for having a lack of head protection?"
Yeah. If anything, you're a threat to yourself. That would have made a better claim.
I get that, like, if I actually did have an accident and smashed my head open on the concrete and somebody saw it, and they might have PTSD or...
Yeah, but I don't think the cop was thinking it like that. You know what I mean? Just saying shit.
Yeah. It's just like, why, like, try and push this shit on me? It's just like, fuck you. Fuck you!
I noticed, isn't this like a thing for INTPs? They tend to not like being told what to do. It makes no sense, especially.
I don't know. Like, I'm for all for people having their own opinion, but if you don't have a rationale to back it up, then that really makes me angry.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Like, it makes me really fucking angry.
Yeah, and it's also underlined by the one.
Yeah, like I could see like if someone was being forced to do, I think especially with like the INTPs, they would have like a, "No, I don't want to do this." Like, and what's the word for it? Rebellious kind of nature. Like I get like that sometimes too. Like usually on like a emotional thing, front, whatever argument. If it's something that I see being morally really makes no sense, at the same time they're demanding for some kind of an action according to the value whatever system, then I can get really stubborn and just be like, "No, I don't want to do what you're saying."
Yeah.
Usually I don't get into it too much though.
Like, if they can provide a rationale, then I'm all for that. But it's the shameless attitude, the shameless cultural attitudes that I see, not just in the cops, but every single human that comes up to me and like thinks that it's okay to just like yell in your ear or just yell at nonsensical things. It gets to me. It grinds my gears.
Well, I think if someone is screaming or yelling, then they probably don't feel. It's like if someone had a really good argument, and they had really good reasons, and it was really solid to them, and they're very confident in it, then I would think they wouldn't feel the need to yell at something. Nope. If only Australia had that Nazi internet.
Yeah.
The America needs some of that.
Yeah, you lost out on World War II on that one.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we lost him.
Yeah, that's why I was making an internet joke.
I think I'm afraid of INTPs.
Why?
How?
It's like a very subconscious fear.
Oh, hey, look, more INTPs. They join the party.
Oh no.
Continue your
At least-
fears. Continue to diverge on that, please.
Yeah,
At
but
least
you know-
you guys don't come on camera, so you guys are scary when you're on
Yeah,
camera.
but you know, Adam doesn't want to be defined as any type.
I think he's
INFP, I think.
yeah. That's what I thought actually. Before
Yeah.
you cut me off. I actually noticed this kind of relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee in socionics,
Mm-hmm.
and that it's because our most not vulnerable, but rather like our conscious lies within our polar functions. So usually we ignore aspects of our aspect of information regarding our polar function, but sometimes we feel obligated to listen to it because it actually makes sense. So when you meet the dominant of that function, it's almost like your conscious is manifesting in front of you.
How so?
So it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's like
Makes
being.
sense.
It's like because usually when you listen to your own polar function, for example, mine is TI, yours is SE.
Mhm.
You only do it if it's really correct, and then if you don't actually follow it, usually you ignore that information. For example, usually I ignore my logic for the sake, just because I think it's not important. But sometimes my TI would tell me, no, this is the right way to do something. This makes sense, and then I'll listen to it. It's like that, your conscience is telling you to do the right thing. So when I see a TI dominant, like especially like a TI intuitive dominant, like Susie, or like, I don't know, casual, then it's like I always subconsciously need to like pay attention to them.
Mhm.
And then there's always like a sense that I might get criticized by that person, but really it's just the manifestation of my own psyche that's saying that. So I've been paying attention to this interaction with actually my supervisees, so the ISFP, and I can always tell that when I'm in their presence, they pay attention to me and they constantly like worry about like what I'm thinking, but really I'm not doing anything to them.
But that makes a lot of sense because of SE polar. It's very uncomfortable for me. I mean SE.
I noticed you get quite antsy and uncomfortable. My NE picks up on this when Kit Kat's brother isn't here. I think he's an ESTP. I've typed him as an EST for a long time.
He's got an SE up there, I know.
What's that?
He's got an SE up there and an FE and NE, I know. At least that's what I interpret it as.
I interpreted your brother's an SE dom.
He could be. A very lazy one.
He is. Maybe.
But he does it in a way where he works a framework where it's okay. But he's young,
Yeah. That has been my theory.
That's not an excuse for not being able to type in.
Well, no, I mean for him and his habits. Like, I feel like if he gets older, he'll be doing more. Like, I can see him doing really well. Like, doing more interactive things, like physical things. If that makes sense. Like, I can't think of an activity.
Like playing the guitar.
He does that now.
I see him.
He's really good at picking that up really fast.
Yeah, he's talented.
Fast learner.
That's one of the reasons why I think he's an SE dom. He just acts and he does it really well right away.
I think for his age now, he'll be developing his auxiliary function.
Yeah. I noticed he's starting to do change now. He's starting to try to focus on other things like fitness. I don't know, like like my house, there's like no SI at all. There's no like organization.